Alright guys, here we go. It's Big Brother. I'm so excited. I'm sitting in the dark. My whole family's asleep, so no distractions. I got a fan on me because it's hot. I have a snack. You can't see that. Anyways, it's grapes. Ice cold grapes, so good. Anyways, let the goodness of the best show of summer begin.
Big Brother is back with another season of drama, fun, and betrayal. And while 12 new house guests will begin the battle for $500,000, they will not be alone. Because 4 of the greatest house guests of all time will join them to play a new game with new
Woohoo!
rules and a new prize. Welcome to Big Brother. It's a house.
Hi guys, so I just finished watching Big Brother and I'm so stoked about this season. I think it's going to be a great season. Had a little worries when I was reading all the pre-interviews and figuring out about the people, but watching this episode, I am so into it. So I'm going to kind of breeze through the episode and I'm going to give you my responses to what's happening, what I think is going to happen, things like that, and responses to the gameplay. So first I'm going to go through really fast, I'm going to try to at least fast, go through all of the new players and give a quick response to what I think of them and if they're going to make it. So the first is Frank, and he has a really fun personality, and I think that's going to be really likable for a lot of people, but I think that he can go and actually be a really big schemer, and he's going to get away with it because he looks funny looking and he looks lovable, and I think he's going to have a lot of friends, but he actually can be one of those guys that are going to be scheming. Now, Danielle, the fact that she went and told everybody that she was a kindergarten teacher and not a nurse, I don't know. I don't even think it's going to make a difference in her gameplay, and it might actually hurt her in the long run, because a nurse, that's not a chemical engineer or something else. I mean, there's a lot of nurses, and although I, by far, not downing the nurses, I'm just saying that being a nurse is not going to mean that you're going to have the best gameplay. So I don't know if telling everybody that she was a kindergarten teacher was a great move, because I have a feeling that she's so nice that it's going to come out in the long run. Like, I don't foresee her being the one that's going to be keeping that secret till the end. However, she is really cute, so she could seem to play that, Southern belle type of role, and probably can. Shane is a cutie, and I think all the girls are all going to start swooning over him, and he's going to get along pretty far in this game by that. Now, he's also pretty athletic, so I think he's going to win some competitions, but I don't foresee him being the biggest schemer. Now, Jody, and I think that she could have been a really good player if she was given a chance. She would have more of that mother figure, even though she is a new mom to 5 kids. But I think she can actually play a lot of more of the likable card. But then again, I think she can also be a pretty good watcher and learner and detector of alliances and schemes going on. However, she was eliminated, and I think Ian I foresee going really far in this game, if not winning. Not only is he a huge fan and has watched like all the seasons, he's also watched the shows like Survivor and the other really high, God, that word totally left my mind. The high strategy games. And since he has such a good college education, and the fact that he is confident enough to go into this game and not hide that fact, I think he's going to be really likable in the end, and people aren't really going to see him as much of a threat because he's not going to be able to win competitions because he's Will with one L. Although I think he is great for TV, and I think that he seems to be an amazing person, I have a feeling that he might start to rub a lot of people the wrong way. And this has nothing to do with his sexual orientation or the way that he looks or anything, because I have no problems with that. But I foresee him being more of a diva, and he's going to start causing more issues and drama. And I have a feeling he might not make it really far because people are going to be wanting to get the drama out of the house. However, I think he also is going to be one that's going to kick off the ground running, and he's going to really start playing the game hard from the beginning. And if he can get past the beginning, I think he has JoJo. I think JoJo's going to get a bad rep from all the Jersey Shore and all of that from that area, and that's become so popular. And I think she's going to have a little bit of a mouth on her, but then again, I also think that she can be very strategic in the game. However, I don't feel that she's going to win this. Willie. Now, I'm a huge fan of Russell from Survivor. I don't care if you're a villain. If you're a good player, then I'm all for it. Now, when Russell's nephew went and played, I can't even remember his name, he just totally blew up the whole Hant's name. Just destroyed it. However, will Willie be like Russell, or will Willie be like the nephew? That is not yet to be seen. I think as long as he can get in and make some really good connections with people really fast, to where they don't feel threatened by his look-alikeness towards Russell, I think he can go quite far as well. It also depends on if he's going to be that much of a villain and people are going to catch on. They've already caught on to the Russell thing, so eventually he's going to have to come clean about that. I don't think he can play it through the whole game. However, I think that can be a card that can actually bring him closer to some people. Kara. Kara to me seems like one of those girls who would stupidly volunteer to go on the block as a pawn and to end up getting evicted. She doesn't seem very important to me, and she seems like she'll be pretty fast to go. However, I might be completely wrong with this statement, and she can actually turn out to be a pretty... Joe. Is Joe his name? Yes, sorry. Joe. Who doesn't love a chef? I mean, come on. Can make slop taste like filet mignon. I'd want to keep him in the house, wouldn't you? I mean, come on. But however, will he win it? Ashley. Ashley seems to me like she might want to be hooking up with Ian. And will I like that? Well, sure, go ahead. Will it help her game? Probably. If she can get in with Ian really well, she could probably float her way quite far. Will she be one of those people that are always talking strategy? Probably not. I see her more in the lines of a Portia, maybe. But however, have I said however a lot? Whatever. Anyway, so, will she win? I hope not. Who knows? I guess Jen. I think Jen's going to go really far. I think that she's going to use her difference as her advantage and to let people in and know a little bit more about her to where they feel more connected. And who doesn't love a rocker chick? I mean, come on. Okay, so now that I've got through the people in the season and the cast of this season, I can't talk. I guess I should have been doing videos at midnight, right? Anyways, but now that I've gotten through the cast members of this season of Big Brother, let's talk about one of the biggest unexpected twists to this season. 4 people come back. 4. And it's not like last season where those 4 people are competing in the house. These 4 people are coaching the house. How cool is that? And not only are they just like going to lay around and just coach, they can win some money too. So there's a ton of incentive for them. I'm wondering how maybe the coaches are going to play off of each other. And the fact that there's going to be like these 2 complete separate games going in the house, it's going to be a super cool twist to this season. I am very excited. Now, as for who they brought back, Dan, great player. I mean, he won. And how much gameplay did he actually do in his season? A lot. And he was good at it. So the fact that he came back, what a great choice. But no choice can beat Danielle. I mean, come on. She's one of the best, if not the best, player at BB. Not only because she wins competitions, but because she's really smart too. She's good looking, so the people just totally disregard the fact that she's a really smart chick who can probably kick all their butts. Then there is Brittany. Brittany, really, over all the people, a bug, that could have come back, Brittany. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved Brittany in her season, but she got played like a fiddle. And I have a feeling this season, although she says she's different and she wants to prove it, I really don't know if it's going to happen. The fact that she would even pick Willie to be on her team just shows that she's already not on the same page as all the other coaches are. Boogie. Boogie being back, he's the classics. I mean, come on. It's going to be really interesting to see the relationship between Boogie and Janelle, since Boogie evicted Janelle and all. Let's talk teams. First off, Boogie's team. He has Frank, Ian, and Jenna. I personally think, sorry, not Jenna, it's Jen E. She was standing in front of her name. Anyways, I personally think these 3 people on a team, that is a really strong team. However, having Ian for, my nose, lacking in the physicality or sports ability, I don't think it's going to hinder them, because where he lacks in his physicalness, he gains in his mentalness. And Jenny's going to be more of the watcher, I do believe, and Frank is going to be. Now on to Brittany's team. However, although I don't think that Brittany is the best choice to have come back as a coach, her team might be a little thing to think about, to be threatened by too. Shane is going to play all the girls, and he's going to be hard to beat in competitions. And Willie, I believe, is going to have all the mental ability to play this house like a fiddle as well. JoJo, I don't foresee her going really far, but maybe with this team, she'll be able to be carried till at least the middle. I'm always rooting for Janelle, like I just said a few seconds ago, I guess it was. And her team of Will, Ashley, and Joe. I think she has by far the most rounded team. I think she's going to have, she has Will to carry the physical. She's going to have Joe carry the mental. And she's going to have Ashley kind of balance in between to fill in where it need be. And Ashley's also going to be a great, I think she's going to have more of a social game. And I think that's going to balance off Will, although he says he's really social, being a marketing guy. I think, like I said in his part, I think he's going to be more of a diva, and he's going to get on people's nerves. So I think Ashley can balance that out a little bit as well to save her team too. I have a feeling this team, Dan's team, poor Dan, I totally liked him. I'm so glad he won. Will he win this season? It ain't going to happen. Taking Michelle and Kara, or is it Ashley? Danielle. See, I'm still learning all their names. Taking Danielle and Kara and Jody, although there's nothing wrong with having an all-girl team, Jody was probably the best bet to keep because I think she's going to play the better social game than all of the other girls out there. I think the fact that she's not as physical as the other ones is the reason why he eliminated her, and I don't know if that was the right choice. I think Danielle was probably the best bet to go in that. So to wrap it up, I think the biggest competition is going to be between Boogie's team and Janelle's team. Who's going to win? We'll have to watch and see how it plays out. But I don't think that Dan has any chance. And Brittany might make it till the end, but just like in her season, she'll be cut off right at the finish line. And I don't know why, but I think mainly because I don't know if she learned, although she says she did, and she's not going to be as naive. I really foresee her being just the same old Brittany. So that's my Big Brother update for episode 1 this summer. I am beyond excited. This is going to be intense, and we have a lot of shows ahead of us. So go ahead, leave your comments below. Leave a video response if you have any responses to my comments or to the